Hi everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube channel where I talk about planners, calendars, and more planners. It has been a very long hiatus, so I'm extremely excited to be back, and thank you all so much for your kind messages while I was gone. Nothing really major happened. It's just that we had moved at the start of the year and we needed a little break to get our house in order. I painted, I hung stuff on the walls, which was exciting because I tend not to do that, but I am very excited to be back. Thank you also for your patience. It took me a long time to get back to everyone's emails, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm excited to be at this point of the year because October, November, December, great times of the year to start thinking about what's coming out in 2023. And I'm really excited because today I have some amazing planners and calendars from Bright Day Company. They reached out and sent me some really cute things. So I'm super excited to show all this to you. And at the end, there will be some information about a giveaway that I'm doing. So thanks for joining, and let's take a look at what I've got. Also, I want to let you all know that coming up soon, I'm going to do a how to organize your life because so many people reach out to me and ask me what planner they need. And I think the root of that question is how can I get my life together? Because I ask a series of questions. They're like, I just want to be organized, or I just want to be a planner person. So I am going to do that hopefully in the next couple of weeks/month. But the reason I bring this up is because if you are looking for something to truly help get your life together, this notebook is amazing. I was like, I think this is my favorite thing that they sent me. And when I saw online options, I got two of them. One has a really pretty blue mountain cover. I like that with the trees. And then this one is a watercolor option, and it's just got some like pinks and greens. And what I love about this, I'm usually not an undated planner person, but this is not an undated planner. This is actually an undated daily to-do list. And I was really excited when they reached out because I actually almost ordered this about a month ago. I was talking to a friend who was like not needing a new planner for the sake of organizing a calendar, appointments, schedules, things like that, but wanted a time where they could sit down in the morning, write out a daily to-do list. And I was like, I haven't really spent a ton of time looking at daily to-do list notebooks, but I found this on Amazon and now I have it. And I used it today for the first time. It's amazing. So first of all, let's take a look at this. So you open it up. I would say this is definitely smaller than a 7x9, and it's very compact, so it's not so big that you couldn't take it with you. If you work from home, if you work in an office, even if you are on the go, this could definitely fit in your purse or backpack. And there's nothing in it but undated daily pages. There's no calendar, there's no extra pages, it's just undated to-do list. So this is what it looks like, and if you look at it, it's just the perfect size. So the first thing I like about it is that there are plenty of lines for your daily to-do list. Now the top three are bold, and I really like that because I think that forces you to pick the top three priorities that you have for the day. So for example, if you are like, I need to call that person back, I have to cancel that appointment before they ding me with the 24-hour cancellation fee. You know what I'm talking about, the dentist, the hair, everything. There's always cancellation fee, which I totally understand, but you're like, I don't want to get, hit with that fee. And then I don't know, maybe one other thing that you have to do. Those can be your top three priorities. And then you have probably about 15 more spaces below it to put miscellaneous items, things that maybe if you get to them today, great. If you don't, that's fine too. And I just found this today. I did it. It was so therapeutic. It was just like this morning brain dump where I'm like, oh yeah, I have to do this and I have to do that. Now I will say I did cheat a little, but I found that cheating honestly helped my motivation. So when I started, this was probably about like 10 in the morning, and I had already done two things. So I put that on my to-do list and checked it off and highlighted it. And I was like, I checked those two things off, I can take on the rest of the day. So I was really happy with the to-do list. There's plenty of space there, so I love that. And then below that, it says times to remember. Now you might be a person who uses Google calendars or Outlook or whatever, maybe a desk calendar, a wall calendar. But if there's anything happening at an important time of day, you can always put that there, or you can use that box for something extra. I have like 6 things that I needed to get at Target, so I wrote those down in that box because I didn't have anything time sensitive that I needed to put there. Now on the other side, I should also say at the top, you can put the date, and there's the SMTWTFS for the days of the week. And you can just circle, highlight, put a little sticker on that for the day of the week. So that's at the top. So then the right column has I'm grateful for, so something you could use for daily gratitude. There's not a ton of space, so you could probably only fit 1 or 2 things in there, but it's still a nice practice. And then below that is a little pick up today. So I think that this could be used for anything. This could be a miscellaneous box. This could be, don't forget to contact, or if something is getting, delivered to you, you're supposed to meet up with somebody, maybe something that doesn't have an exact time that would go in that times to remember box, you could put there. You could really do anything. You could do a little doodle there, whatever you want. Now below that, you've got meals and snacks and a section to track your water. I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably never track my water. I drink more water than like probably anybody I know. I just like constantly all day long. So that's not something that I would need to track, but it's there if you find that you're like, oh, I don't pay attention to that. So I would definitely think that that could be good. Meals and snacks could be good if that's something that you want to track. I honestly kind of like that because sometimes I have a tendency to not eat the healthiest, especially working from home. And there's like, if you could see the layout of where I am downstairs, this door right here is the pantry, and then my office is 2 doors over. So they're like 11 feet from each other. And so if I'm working during the day and I get bored or frustrated, I'm like, maybe I'll have a snack. And so I think writing food down can be helpful if you're like, oh, I want to remember to eat like a vegetable or fruit or something like that, So that could be good, but if you are not tracking what you eat or you don't feel like that's important to you, again, these are 3 boxes where you could move your daily gratitudes down here. You could use these 3 boxes for something else. So I definitely think that those could be used for something different if you feel like you want to do that. A lot of things too can be covered up with stickers. So you could cover up, pick up today, meals and snacks, whatever, with stickers and just make it whatever category you want. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And then the last box at the bottom is the fitness box. So if you want to take a walk, remind yourself to do, 15 minutes of YouTube videos or a Peloton video. I'm a huge fan of the Peloton app, and I don't have a bike or a treadmill or anything because they have 5, 10, 15-minute workouts that I can just do in my kitchen. And I'm like, I feel really energized after. So if you want to set yourself a reminder, it could be great. So it's just the perfect size. I honestly love this. And that video that I said I was going to make about how to organize your life, I think that sometimes people become so consumed with the idea of I have to do it exactly a certain way, or one planner, one system of organization is going to solve all of my problems. And I think it's really personal. I think some people really do well with a phone calendar and they do well with a list book, or maybe they need their calendar to be in their planner with their notes, or maybe some people just want a notes to do in their phone, but they like to have a paper calendar on the wall. So it really depends. However, I would say that this is an excellent addition if you are looking for something to just have a nice, refreshing start to your morning, have your cup of coffee or tea, just do your brain dump, get everything out, and it's a great way to start your day and be productive. So that is all that's in here. Actually, you know what? I am kidding. I'm a liar. That's not that is all that's in here. The back actually has a habit tracker. So that's kind of cool. There is a habit tracker, and it's got every month of the year and all 31 days if that month has 31 days. So it allows you space for 3 habits each month. So maybe, I think that's good because sometimes I think too, I've done habit trackers in the past where I have like 8 things and it just becomes way too overwhelming. So this is good. You pick those 3 things that are going to have the most change, the most impact, and maybe track that. So I think that's a cool option. And then the very back does have a little pocket folder, which is very plannery. A lot of planners do have that. So that's great in case you do take this with you and you want to tuck something in here. So I'm actually just going to do a quick little check because I am going to use the mountain one for me. And you can actually see here, that's what I wanted to look at, the color difference. So the mountain one has that bluish cover, and their insides printed are dark blues, kind of like a slate color. And then the watercolor one has some pinks and teals. So you can see that they've got the exact same layout, just slightly different colors. So these are also a great price point if you're looking for something that's not a super expensive planner. I know that I believe in spending the money on an expensive planner. If it's something that is worthwhile to you, you're going to use it. So I am all for the $50, $60, $70 planners if that is the right decision. However, if you are looking for something where you're not going to spend that kind of money, these are $15. So this is great, prime, easy to get. And so I could not recommend these more. I will also say one last thing. The paper quality in these is pretty good. So I used today, used a Flair pen, and it really, you can't see it through, which is good because if you open this up, you can see that they are front and back. So if you are writing on it, you want to make sure that it doesn't bleed. So I was really happy with the paper quality. So definitely check these out. I know that I showed you the mountain cover, the watercolor cover, and there are other options. So if you don't like either of these, there are other choices to look at. Next up is the 2023. Gosh, it's so crazy to even just say that. Do you feel like 2022 has just flown by? I am currently recording this in October. October, and I feel like the year has gone so fast. So anyway, it just feels like just yesterday, I mean, we started this channel and we were talking about 2021 planners, and now we're talking about 2023 planners. Anyway, I'm on a tangent, but this 2023 monthly planner desk pad is like the desk pad that dreams are made of. I just love this so much. So first of all, I think this is another one where there are different options in terms of print, but I just love this floral look. It is a little bit similar to some Rifle Paper Company floral options that I've seen, so I think it's so beautiful. Now, when I ordered this, I wasn't paying attention to sizes. I was just looking at their site and picking a few things, and I thought that this was going to be like a desk blotter, you know, the kind that you set on your desk and maybe you put your laptop on. I thought it was going to be bigger, but actually I kind of like the smaller size. Now, another benefit to this is that this is not a 12, but a 16 month. So it started in September. So you could start using this now, which I honestly love that. I love when you are getting a planner and you get a few bonus months, because usually when you buy a planner, you want to start getting organized then. And I hate when you get it and you're like, I can't use this for like 10 weeks. So this starts September of 2022. So if you buy this now, you can use it now, and it goes all the way through December of 2023. So it's beautiful. It's clean. The print just looks so nice. You have got the days of the week at the top, but under are the abbreviations. Well, definitely I can tell you in Spanish, and then the other one I think might be French. So you'll have to let me know if I was right about that. It's got some holidays on it. Is a Sunday to Saturday calendar, and what I really like is that on the right side, you've got the to-do list at the top and notes on the bottom. So I like that if you're not looking, like I said, I just talked about a daily to-do list, but sometimes you have things that you're avoiding in your life. Like, for example, you are avoiding going to the dentist because you know you need to get a cavity filled, or you need to reach out to your accountant to make sure that you're not going to owe money at tax time. You're like, I really don't want to send that email. Anyway, the point is, it's a task that maybe is not a today task, but it's also something important that you don't want to forget. I love when calendars come with this, the to-do list on the side, because you're basically saying, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with this right now, but I will soon, and I don't want to forget it. I know that it's important. So you can go ahead and put that right there so you don't forget it. I think we all have things that we don't want to deal with. For me, it is, I have some retirement accounts just floating in outer space that I need to put together. Anyway, another tangent, but I really like this because you have space for that and then a notes box at the bottom. At the very bottom there is the perpetual calendar. They've got the mini calendar starting at the beginning of 2023 and going to the end of 2023. And it's just really pretty. I just love this. So if you are looking for a monthly planner desk pad, I highly recommend this one. And lastly, they sent me this really pretty planner. So I chose this one because I thought that the watercolor reminded me of flowers, and I love everything floral, as I've mentioned probably 1,000 times before. And it's just, this is really nice. Now, the only thing I'll say about this that I want to be honest with people about is that if you're a person that likes a hardcover or a plastic cover, this one has a thick cardboard cover, but that's just something to be mindful of, especially if you take this to go. So the thick cardboard is nice, but if you're looking for something that's got plastic or something a little tiny bit thicker than that, I just want you to be aware that that is not this. So you open it up and you've got the 2023 annual planner. So this is a 12-month planner. And as you open it, you've got space for a contact list and your personal information. And then you've got the 2023 and 2024. My gosh, that feels crazy to say too. That's so futuristic. You're at a glance. And then you have a bunch of extras. So you have a holiday list. You have space for a class schedule, so that's really great if you're a student or a teacher and you want to utilize that. There is a really nice habit tracker that's really similar to the daily to-do list, so that's nice if you're looking to track those 3 habits a month and just see if those things are helpful to you. And what's nice is that you can change them each month. So maybe January, you've got 3 habits, but by February, you're like, I need to focus on something else. So that's great. Each month comes with a page that is, now this January page right here is pretty thick. It's almost feels like a little bit less thick than cardstock, but more thick than regular paper. So you could probably write in this. It's kind of shiny with maybe a Sharpie. And right before that, you get that monthly check-in page. So it allows you spaces to write what you're grateful for, your personal goals, important dates, and lessons learned. So that's really awesome that you have that opportunity to sort of think about the month as a whole before it starts. Now, when you open it up, you get a Sunday to Saturday calendar. And what I like about this is that it's got some lines on it. Usually I don't like lines on the monthly view, but they're light, so it will keep everything nice and neat. And you also get that notes column on the right. The weekly layout is a very simple one. You have a spot at the top for weekly to-dos. There are 6 boxes, and then each week has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left, and you've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the right. One other amazing thing about this planner, I will say, is that if you're a person with a non-traditional work schedule, meaning you work weekends, I've done that a lot throughout my life, it sometimes is frustrating when you get a planner and Saturday and Sunday have to share a space and Monday through Friday get a big box, and that's not the case with this. This is really nice because every single day of the week gets the exact same size box. So if you're looking for something where everything is just the exact same across the board, that's really nice. So when you go to the next month, February, it's the exact same as January, and it's got really nice tabs here. So if you aren't sure if you are a tab person or not, some planners come with the bookmark. This has those thick tabs so that you can find exactly where you are, what you're looking for, and get right there. So going to the back of the planner, there are a couple notes pages, which is nice because who doesn't like to have a couple extra note pages in their planner? And then the very back has a map of the US and Canada, and then unit conversion. So you've got like a little mini ruler here too in the back, along with that little pocket folder here. So this is another great item in terms of price. If you're looking for a planner that is not expensive, but has everything that you're looking for in terms of a monthly overview, you get the calendar, a nice weekly, this is $15 as well. So some really amazing items here from Bright Day Company. Now the fun part of the video. So I am going to do a giveaway. I'm really excited about this because I don't know that I've done one before. If I have, I can't remember. It was probably a really long time ago, but our friends over at Bright Day Company are going to gift something from their collection to 2 winners. So you can go ahead if you want to enter and put your information in the link below. This will not give away any of your personal information. I'm not signing you up for a newsletter. I'm not going to bother you. I'm just going to pick 2 people at random. So if you're interested, go ahead and enter. Also, thanks so much for watching. It's great to be back, and I have missed you all and hearing about your comments and on the moleskin video, your blood type, you know, if you know, you know. So anyway, thanks for joining, and if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.